What's good? It's your boy Black Lion. Welcome to Review Reviewers, the channel where we get into the best, the worst, and some of the wildest takes from across the internet. Today we're looking into some new tech from Iron Fist from Marvel Rivals. We weigh in on Lizzo's weight loss and shifting conversation around body positivity. And Asmongold resurfaces some clips that puts Hasan Piker's virtue signaling under the microscope. Bitch, I'm on go off the rip like a lawnmower. Dark ain't strange, have to keep bringing back more. That's 'cause my body count's higher than a Time Lord. Sally ain't selling that shit on my seat. All right, first up, we gotta talk about Iron Fist. If you played him or against him, you already know about him being the air police. Even though his basic movement mobility has been nerfed, Iron Fist's movements are still broken, at least cracked, with this new ult tech. Shouts out to this clip brought to you by Mad Lil G. Watch Iron Fist call out to his Sith Lord, and I quote, Count Dooku, as he rips through some squishies. Take a look.
Remember what he said, bro.
The fact that he's running on these fucking walls, I had no clue he could do in the first place.
This is the reason I wanted to replay Iron Fist.
This shit, what the fuck is this?
It's like a new bug with his ult. I don't even remember what he said, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that you can just dive in, get some kills. Mink, 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 mink. Mink, 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 mink. And then, come on, just fly the fuck out of it.
It's like a new bug with his ult. I don't even remember what he said, bro.
It's unfortunate he no longer has his basic mobility to chase you down like an eagle on steroids, but apparently his ult still allows him to be able to maintain sky dominance, like the giant red flying mobile death machine from the first Avatar movie.
He's an eagle on steroids.
Make sure to like and subscribe to Mad Lil G, MADLILG. Links below in the description. Next up, we got a conversation that's been making waves. Abba and Preach recently talked about Lizzo losing a noticeable amount of weight, and they brought up an interesting point. Shouldn't everyone want to live longer, of course, but with all the body positivity, was she really standing on business? Let's take a look.
You look good, queen. Hold on, let me show the fit then. Let me give you the fit details, because you already know. You already know I'm in that giddy. You already know I'm in that motherfucking giddy.
She definitely has lost quite a bit of weight.
I'm in that giddy hoe. Yo.
So Lizzo been on her weight loss journey. She been loving it too. She been showing off her body.
I knew you was about to show me a clip of Lizzo. The minute I saw Lizzo when she lost weight and shit like that, and she's been getting mad hate.
That part. What happened to the body positivity?
And stuff like that.
I thought you was
when
good.
I saw that, I was like,
everything was gravy.
Yo,
maintain, right? Just keep eating.
It's late.
I'm not
late, but any minute now. Any minute now he's gonna come with that. And I was waiting for it to come from you.
Why didn't you want to bring it up?
Because it's really from you. You've been saying that. Because you've been saying that.
Yeah.
You've been saying exactly that. You could roll back the clip, but yo, it's all fun and games when you're in your 20s, but when the age comes up, it really changes. When you hit that 30-30, your body really tells you something. Mm-hmm. It tells you, yo, slow down. Slow down or I'm gonna stop. 40 is another bit. 45 is another bit. 50 is another. Hey, that weight that you have is mad cute in your 20s. But then after that, you suffer the consequences, and you don't even have to be big.
I mean, Lizzo was just scared of catching that third permanent Z, going to sleep permanently, because that's what's gonna happen. Yo, listen, when your belly's got bellies, when your knees got bellies, it's a problem. And I know she used to be about that body positivity when she first came out of the scene. You know what she did almost a year and a half ago? She changed her tune. You know what she started saying?
She said what?
She says, I'm not sure about body positivity. I think I embrace something called body neutrality.
That shit.
Body what?
Neutrality.
What the fuck
body
is that?
neutrality.
That's where it's just like, listen, health and weight matters, but I'm going to be neutral about it. I won't shame, but I won't say anything. And you know why she did that?
She won't shame because she did her time of shaming to her dancers.
Partially. I think it was mostly because she knew she was about to start losing weight. She got on that Ozempic.
She was already on
and
that.
And so she knew what she was going to do. So she's like,
You know about that shit? About Lizzo fucking fat shaming the people that she had as dancers?
Bro, I didn't even know that. I think I heard something about that. And I also heard something about her making them use, like,
Yeah.
Like, they were using, like, she had them, like, sucking off sex toys to
Yeah.
on strippers or some shit like that.
Yeah, she was being very reckless. Like, she had a show where I think she had these girls that were like her dancers or something like that, and she was just being very aggressive with them to the point to where one of them thought it was easier to just piss on herself rather than ask to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's insane.
And so that's where that statement about her fat shaming and shit like that. So then it's like, okay, you're going into the whole world of body positivity, just, be fat and be proud. And then all of a sudden, you're in an instance where you're fat shaming other girls. And now you're in an instance to where it's like, you want to be healthy and positive about it? So what happened to those people who just kept eating for the past 2 or 3 years that you were preaching body positivity? That gained an extra 100 pounds fucking with you. You think they got the time and energy to pay for smoothies and shit all day? You think they got the time and energy to go to the gym like Lizzo does? No. I think that's fucked up. You gonna preach somebody's downfall all the way into the gutter, and then just because you can crawl out easier than the next person. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at me twerking for body for losing weight. Man, come on now. Such a fucking hypocrite. And like I said, I feel sorry for those people who are following her and just kept eating and just be like, oh, I'm big and I'm proud. Okay.
when it was beneficial to her, she wasn't saying this.
That's what I'm saying. Now look at your mascot.
Now everybody looking crazy. And she looking like whatever the standard.
That part.
Type shit. I'm sorry. Facts. Type shit. Facts.
Type facts.
To rebrand so my fans don't get mad at me like they got mad at Adele. Remember how, remember people got so mad at Adele for being healthy, right? You see it. Lizzo, Adele, when they lose weight, they get backlash. And she saw what happened to Adele, so she said, listen, her policy, we got to rebrand before we change your whole look. Because you remember what she used to say? I pulled up a quote because I needed some context. So I'm like, weren't you one of them body positivity? She says, I know I'm fat. It doesn't bother me. I like being fat. I'm beautiful and I'm
like
healthy.
being
so
fat.
Can we move on?
I'm beautiful. Really?
Now, let's say
Now you
Lizzo
twerking for
today,
weight loss.
you know,
Okay.
was face to face or had some kind of magical mirror with Lizzo before. It would be 2 mirrors for the Lizzo before,
Right.
one for the one today.
Yeah.
But they're looking at each other, right? She needs a wide angle for her past. Now, with that in mind, how they have this conversation? Because you know how mirrors work with the reflecting angles. You got to kind of tilt it.
Sure.
So if you want to catch more of somebody, sometimes you tilt it.
We
that
got
way.
it.
So how do you rationalize that? And here's the problem with these people. I don't mind that they change. I don't mind that they improve their life. I just hate that they never acknowledged what they did before and the kind of damage their movement was doing before. All this
That
body
part.
positivity stuff, all the people who lose
The
weight
damage
drop
that
it
movement
right
was
away for
doing
some new
before.
mantra. What happened to you was healthy. Why'd you need to lose the weight then? Because you wasn't healthy. We all could see it, but we lied to people. We lied to people in magazines. We lied to people in media. We lied to people when they opened their eyes. We said, close it, enjoy them rolls, dough rolls, boy rolls, everything. Body rolls. We said it's all beautiful. If it's circular, it was in.
The thing, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I think it's interesting. I'm happy for Lizzo. Good for
You
her.
can stop it
But
there.
I understand the thing. The thing.
Oh yeah, she on that hypocritical type shit. Like, how the fuck you gonna say? Okay, listen, I am truly for body positivity. Like, if you're, as long as what you're doing isn't like hurting yourself or other people, and if you like, and you're healthy about how you do it.
Yeah.
If you want to be big, be big. If you want to be skinny, you want to be fit, be skinny, be fit. But like, if it's the moment it starts affecting your health, or it starts affecting other people's health, or affecting you in a negative way, stop it. Stop doing that shit.
And that's what makes me think, what happened to the point to where, if she was supposed to be so healthy, right? She's supposed to be, so unbothered. What happened to make you think that you need to start losing weight? And why hasn't that been your first reveal? If anything, that should be the first piece of information we know about you right now. Like, what the thing that caused you to automatically start thinking that, oh, well, maybe being big isn't the healthiest thing I need for me. maybe I do want to live to 50. I mean, I don't know how old she is now, but still.
I think she's like 29, 30, somewhere around there.
Like that, somebody said at some point, oh, I think he says that in this video. There's no fat people in the elderly homes.
That part. That part, like,
they don't make it there.
Yeah, there's chubby, and then there's, of course, overweight. But the size of these people, you don't see none of them in the elderly home.
my thing is, what's gonna be your niche once you get skinny? Probably throwing that ass back.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's gonna go to twerking, bro.
I mean, I'll give her this, and unlike Ice Spice, at least she has some musical talent. Like Ice Spice, she just, that's off topic, and I apologize, but Ice Spice, all she does is throw that ass back and talk about like shit that don't make sense, and try to rap on a drill beat. And every song she makes, almost every fucking song she makes, is just like
Twerkathon.
that, or just the regular, same old shit.
Same flow and shit. Like,
That heartbreaking 808 shit she did on that
that was actually hilarious.
Facts. Love and appreciation for big back positivity has now become joy and excitement for a slimmer and healthier lifestyle. You don't get points for making people think that you can continue an unhealthy lifestyle, gaining everyone's sympathy while promoting yourself as big and happy to be, to now throwing it in a circle for weight loss. What do you tell the people that kept gaining weight following you? Are you now supposed to lose it as fast as a celebrity? So what's your take? Is this just personal growth, or are some people trying to play both sides? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to hear Abba and Preach's full take, hit them up. Links are in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe to Abba and Preach. And now let's talk about Hasan Piker. Now, if you followed him for any amount of time, you know that he's got plenty to say about other people, whether it's about peace, politics, or just calling out bad behavior. But Asmongold just brought back an old clip that makes you wonder, does Hasan actually check himself?
It's obvious that Twitch has two different forms of punishment, right? Where Twitch streamers that embody certain political values are not being punished at the same ratio that an average person would be punished.
This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and...
Is this guy banned? Did they ban him?
Nope.
Let me see if they did.
Hello?
30K to anyone
see,
who'll make
pause
this
real quick.
dipshit disappear.
These people are saying this about Destiny. He's another streamer.
Yeah.
And he had some hot takes, and people are now responding with these type of words. Like, he's literally online on a platform talking about stabbing a nigga to death. Like, that's obviously TOA.
Holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
It's like you
What a fucking bitch, dude. Honestly, to be like, oh, threatening violence against an elected official. I'm sorry, I'm a goddamn American. I'm a goddamn red-blooded American. That is my right. The tree of tyranny must be watered with the blood of tyrants, or however it goes. The tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of tyrants every now and then, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Would you tell that joke about Donald Trump?
Again, yes, I would.
Then do it. I mean, you know, again, the simplest answer, in my opinion, is most often the correct one. The reason why people like Hasan get unbanned very quickly and they don't get punished as much as other people do. And again, like, if they're acknowledging that he did this.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
Twitch's moderation.
Now, wasn't the most recent thing about Luigi being a concern, and everyone was like, oh nah, people aren't allowed to be on Twitter and all this stuff, talking about like liking Luigi, quoting him, saying that what he did was a good thing. But now, because Hasan has clips of him talking shit about people who were saying that Luigi was a good guy and all that, but now all of a sudden you got a clip saying some crazy shit about how they should kill a politician. This nigga is wild, bro.
compromised. I think that they're biased, and I think that they don't have any principles at all other than responding to controversies. Other than that, they won't.
I think Asmongold is
he made a whole video about this. There were like a couple of things that he brought up about me. Another big issue that a lot of these people have is that they think that the reason that they get banned and the reason that they get in trouble is because of somebody else, right? It's like, it's my fault, it's Ethan's fault. The fact is that sometimes people are just victims of their own bad decision making, right?
I think Asmongold is covering this because he wants Twitch to see it. He's done this a couple times in the past couple of weeks. I understand. We are ideological.
I think that that is partially true. And I think that Hasan should look at the bigger picture and see the problem of allowing extremism on the website and how dangerous that's going to be for the website as a whole. My opinion is that if they don't tone down extremism, what will happen eventually is that there will be an extremist event. That extremist event will cause Twitch to tighten up their policies and remove content that both he and I do. And if he can't see that writing on the wall, I think that he should pay better attention.
Asmongold and
because if you're covering everything and all of a sudden some political shit, and they're like, all right, no more political shit. If half of your fucking content for the past year has been political, all your revenue's gone for the past year.
Not actually contributing to the American crime rates in the way that the Republican administration presents it.
In the way that they present it, but they are contributing to crime rates because they're here illegally. And also, it's not immigrants, it is illegal aliens, which are two different things. This is, again, it's a deliberate misunderstanding, a deliberate misinterpretation. Same as we disagree about the history of Nazi Germany, the implication of that, right? A lot of implications here. We love implications.
They're not destroying our culture in the way that Asmongold approaches the subject.
I've never said it that way, by the way.
There's plenty of disagreements there. And I think that he's doing this deliberately, I will say, in an effort to, shit stir.
Well, every video that I make and everything that you show on your stream, including this here, is done deliberately. Obviously, that's the case.
Try to get me banned, which worked.
The clip's too short. Maybe it's out of context. I hope so. I definitely do. Hopefully, it's out of context. How are you gonna?
Now, once he said this, does Asmongold go back and seek out the context? No, he doesn't. Instead, he follows through, basically packaging this as a...
Now pause it real quick. That's honestly Hasan Piker in a fucking nutshell. Like, the fact that, like, he saw an event happen right in front of him, that somebody may have been doing something out of context, or taking him out of context in a clip. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, did he look into it? Of course not. And then he just starts rambling on. Did you take a second to look into see if that he actually looked into it? That's Hasan all the fucking time. That's what's so fucking annoying about him sometimes. Like, you just start rambling about some shit instead of taking a second to look into it. And half the people that he talks shit about, even if they're wrong, at least they take a second to look into some shit. Even if their point ends up getting to an end that's incorrect, at least the steps, like 1 + 1 = 2, obviously, and then 2 × 2 = 4, obviously. But if somewhere down the line you end up getting it wrong, at least I can reference the beginning parts of the map. But with Hasan, he just takes a fucking point, boom, just starts rambling with it.
Fraud.
This is, by the way, the clip of me watching the context.
You would kill Rick Scott is because, and not make him a prominent part of the Republican Party, is because he, to this day, is still,
he repeats it.
Also known as committing the largest Medicare fraud in U.S. history.
Oh God, what are we doing? What is this, bro? Are you kidding me? So the context makes it worse.
It's disappointing to see him. I did look at the context. There's a video of me looking at the context. The context makes it worse. I don't know what he's doing. Would you tell that joke about Donald Trump?
I think people would tell way crazier jokes about Donald Trump, and people have told way crazier jokes about Donald Trump.
He's right. People, but not you. And there's a reason for that, and you know that reason. Everybody knows that reason. And that reason is why you got in trouble. You're absolutely right that yes, there are other people on the internet that say crazy stuff too. That's absolutely true.
I think he's right.
And again, you don't actually think this isn't a call to violence. What you think is that it's not a big deal.
My statement was hyperbolic.
And also, did he ever delete that tweet, the makeshift gun that they used to kill Shinzo Abe? Twitter made him delete it. Right, okay, so this
He
is it's a
tweeted
pattern of
the
behavior.
makeshift
The intention
gun
of it was not a
from
call to
Luigi.
violence directly against a sitting senator, but instead was to show the...
That's good, but it did sound like that. It sounded exactly like a call to violence. Like, if you read the chat after that, I would say that a lot of people were probably thinking the exact same thing. That's the chat at the same time.
The hypocrisy of the Republican Party in terms of how little they truly care about Medicare and Medicaid fraud, because that happens at the point of the provider.
He brings up a great point, and I think he's right about this. But the issue is that you're muddying the waters and you're damaging your own argument and you're making yourself seem like an extremist when you're calling for killing people, when you actually have fundamentally a strong argument and a good policy position. And the ironic thing about this is that I remember I saw Hasan's interview with CNN, and Hasan even said what do Democrats need to do to get people back, and he said have good policies. It's about how you're communicating it in a way that's hostile.
Obviously, I shouldn't have used hyperbolic language, and there's definitely some ownership.
Okay, there you go. All right, problem solved. Yep, he agrees.
That I must take. Some apologies there. I should not have said Mike Johnson should kill Rick Scott. I should have simply said
He didn't say Mike Johnson. He said you should.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. Nope.
That fraud is not coming from individuals, it's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients, okay? It is not happening at the point of recipients.
if you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay?
And I think that that's what was communicated to the audience, because the audience was spamming things like Luigi.
Johnson should punish Rick Scott, perhaps with the maximum punishment, whatever that would be.
You can, that's the full contexted fucking clip. Talk about if you really cared about your justice system and your healthcare and Medicaid, that you go and kill this person. But then you have the nerve to fucking talk about somebody else ever saying some shit. Okay. Fucking hypocritical piece of shit. Right? You gotta know your lane, bro. I swear he just reacts to whatever's just currently in front of him. Like he doesn't remember half the shit that he puts out there himself. Man, for someone who spends a lot of time virtue signaling, you'd think he'd be a little more careful about his own words. It's that classic case of do as I say, not as I do. Now look, I'm not saying people can't make mistakes, but when you build your entire brand on holding people accountable, the internet is always gonna go and hold you to the same standard. So what do you think? Is Hasan being hypocritical, or is this just a reach? Sound off in the comments. And if you want to see Asmongold's full take, check out his channel, links in the description. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. And of course, go and support the creators featured today. Links to all their channels in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Review Reviewers with your boy, Black Lion. Watch them all go off the rip like a lawnmower. Dark and strange, have to keep bringing back more. That's because my body count's higher than a Time Lord. Sally ain't selling that shit on my seashore.